It's time for another episode of This Old Home, your guide to home improvement and repair. Now here's your host, Bob Vilalala.
Hello, I'm Bob Vilalala. Today we're in a beautiful house deep in an enchanted forest, but a quick inspection reveals several major problems. Let's take a look. Not only do the walls peel right off, but they're made of gingerbread. Gingerbread, sure, it tastes great, but as a building material, it's strictly second rate. Likewise, the insulation. Look. Cotton candy. What was the builder thinking? Cotton candy won't keep you warm, and it'll rot your teeth at the same time. But the biggest problem of all is the structure, the framework itself. Instead of using the ordinary wooden 2x4s, the contractor built with candy canes. Unbelievable. Candy canes are notoriously unstable and a sure sign of poor workmanship. Now, you gotta wonder who built this house. Mr. Goodbar? Bazooka Joe? But despite all these problems, the situation is not hopeless. As a matter of fact, we've already made a few improvements. Come on, let's take a look. Oh, these folks must be the owners now.
Guten Tag. I am Hans und ich bin mein Sister Playful. Guten Tag. We used to come here all the time before the old bitch who lived here fell into the fire. Accidentally. Yeah, accidentally. What is this? Oh, yeah, it was an accident. Nobody proved her. Why would anyone think she was forced?
Well, you kids make yourselves at home, but be careful. There's a lot of construction going on around here.
Oh, danke, mein Herr, danke. Come, Hansel, let's have some of this delicious chimney. Oh, yeah, I remember how sweet it tasted last time. Oh, my teeth. This brick is made out of brick.
That's just one of our first improvements. Would you believe the person who made the original chimney actually built it out of chocolate? So every time you started a fire, the entire chimney melted.
What is this? This stinks.
Well, that's the next thing we fixed. Would you believe that someone weather stripped the entire house with bubble gum? We've replaced that bubble gum with good old solid mildew-resistant rubber.
Rubber? Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. Oh, me too, Gretel. Wait for me. Oh.
Cute kids. Well, that's all we have time for today. Join us next week when we visit an old lady who lives in a shoe. For This Old Home, I'm Bob Vilalala.
This Old Home was funded by a grant from M&M's. M&M's, they melt in your mouth, not in your chimney.